Ttraveling in Alaska. Hello, everyone. Today, I want to share a special travel story about a breathtaking place filled with the wonders of nature, which is none other than Alaska in the United States. For those of you planning a trip to Alaska or who, like me, want to fully immerse yourselves in its charm, I will introduce all the joys of traveling in Alaska in detail, based on my personal experiences and research. When people think of Alaska, they often picture extreme cold or majestic glaciers, but Alaska in May offers a unique charm with the vibrant energy of spring. Shall we embark on that mysterious journey together from now on? First, one of the most important things to consider when talking about a trip to Alaska is the timing. I can confidently say that May is truly a fantastic time to visit Alaska. Why, you ask? May is the perfect time right before the peak season in Alaska, which runs from mid-June to mid-August, since it's still before the hot summer crowds arrive. You can enjoy Alaska's great outdoors relatively peacefully, and airfare and accommodation costs are often more reasonable than during peak season. Of course, it's not as cheap as the off-season, but it definitely has the advantage of allowing you to enjoy a relaxed trip without the hustle and bustle of peak season. It's like tasting delicious food at the perfect timing. You might have many questions about the weather officially. May in Alaska is considered spring. Snow is common until March, but as April passes, the days noticeably get longer, and the temperatures gradually warm up. For example, the average temperature in May in Anchorage, the major city of Alaska, ranges from a low of 3 degrees to a high of 17 degrees. If you think of it as similar to the early spring or late autumn weather in our country, it will be easier to understand. However, in areas like Barrow, located at the northernmost part of Alaska, the temperature still remains chilly, ranging from a low of -8 degrees to a high of 1 degree. Alaska has a highly variable climate with significant temperature differences by region, and the weather can change several times in a single day. Therefore, it is essential to layer your clothing when preparing for a trip. Personally, I recommend clothing made from natural fibers like merino wool. Not only is it warm, but it also excels in sweat absorption and drying functions, making it perfect for an active trip to Alaska. Additionally, waterproof shoes and extra socks are not just options but essentials. You need to be prepared for sudden rain or snow, as well as the sloppiness caused by melting snow. By the end of May, temperatures begin to rise further, reaching between 15 to 25 degrees in the southern regions and about 5 to 15 degrees in the inland areas by early June. Considering all these weather variables, May can be seen as an exceptionally good time to experience the diverse beauty of Alaska. So, what kind of activities await us in Alaska during May? There will be countless activities that will tempt you. Firstly, May is a great time for observing wildlife. You can see bears waking from hibernation, starting to be active, and large mammals like moose and reindeer searching for food in the green meadows. Additionally, this is the perfect time to observe countless migratory birds returning in search of warmer climates. National parks like Denali National Park, known as a sanctuary for wildlife observation, and Kenai Fjords are must-visit destinations. Here, you will be able to experience the wonders of nature in a way that you will never forget for the rest of your life. The second activity is hiking. As May arrives, the hiking trails across Alaska begin to open up one by one as the snow accumulated during the winter starts to melt. While not all trails are fully open yet, you can try relatively safe and beautiful routes like the Harding Icefield Trail. Breathing in the cool air and walking through the vast nature will provide the best healing for us who are tired of city life. However, don't forget to check the trail conditions in advance and equip yourself with safety gear. The third is an Alaska cruise trip. May is the time when the Alaska cruise season just begins. You can travel along the coastline of Alaska on a massive cruise ship, encountering majestic glaciers, deep fjords, and wildlife, such as whales and seals swimming in the sea. In charming ports of call like Juneau, Skagway, and Ketchikan, You can also experience Alaska's culture and history through various local tours. Personally, I was really impressed by the sight of glaciers while sipping a warm cup of coffee on the cruise deck. It was an indescribable feeling of awe. The fourth activity to enjoy is fishing. From May to September, it's the perfect time to fish in Alaska, especially in the Kenai River and the Kasilof River. You can experience the thrilling sensation of catching salmon and halibut, which are representative species of Alaska. For those who love fishing, this will truly be a dream opportunity. Fishing in fresh air and beautiful scenery offers a special experience that goes beyond a simple hobby. Alaska also has many tourist attractions where you can feel its history and culture. You can learn about Alaska's history and art at the Anchorage Museum, and meet various animals from the Arctic region at the Alaska Zoo. At Chugach State Park, you can enjoy hiking or picnicking in the vast nature, and taking the Alaska Railroad to admire the picturesque scenery outside. The window is an experience not to be missed. With beautiful landscapes unfolding like scenes from a movie, you won't be able to put your camera down. Additionally, in May, unique festivals exclusive to Alaska await us. The Fur Rendezvous held in Anchorage is a popular event where you can enjoy dog, sled races and local music, and in Kodiak, there is a crab festival where you can taste fresh seafood. These festivals will provide a great opportunity to glimpse the lives and culture of the local Alaskans. Now, let me share some travel preparation tips. As mentioned earlier, the weather in Alaska in May can be very changeable, so it's crucial to layer warm clothing and bring extra clothes. Natural fibers like merino wool are great, and don't forget to pack waterproof shoes and extra socks. Also, popular accommodations, as well as the Alaska Railroad and cruises, can fill up quickly during peak season, so it's best to make reservations in advance. Additionally, if you bring a telescope and a camera, you can observe wildlife up close and capture the magnificent scenery unfolding before your eyes in stunning photographs. Personally, I brought a high-performance telescope, and it was really useful because I could clearly see the movements of a distant bear family. We can't overlook the realistic discussion about travel costs either. From April to May and from September to November are times when you can save on travel costs to Alaska, since airfare and accommodation are cheaper than during peak season. Consider this period if you want to experience Alaska on a budget. Denali National Park, Glacier Bay National Park, Fairbanks, and Anchorage are some of Alaska's most popular tourist destinations, so it's good to keep them in mind when planning your trip. Additionally, various travel agencies offer package deals for Alaska cruises and land tours, so it's a good idea to look for options that fit your preferences and budget. Now, we have taken a detailed look at everything related to the Alaska trip in May 2026. Alaska is not just a travel destination. It is a special place that can provide us with unforgettable experiences and invigorate our lives. You will be able to reflect on yourself in the vastness of nature, enjoying wonders that you can't experience in everyday life, and truly relax. I hope the information I've provided has been somewhat helpful for your travel plans to Alaska. Make lots of wonderful memories in Alaska. And next time I'll come back with more interesting travel stories. Hello.